Hey everyone, welcome to Find Your Flow. I'm Natalie and today we have a meditation for compassion. This is an invitation to send a little bit of love and compassion towards yourself and also to somebody else. So hop onto your mat and I will meet you there. Coming to find a comfortable seat, but just take a second to pause and think about what that word comfortable means for you today. It might be cross-legged on the floor. It might be in a seat, in a chair, and just shuffle your way towards the front if this works for you and plant both feet on the ground. It might be lying down flat, and wherever you are, just take whatever support you might need from extra props, yoga blocks, bricks, cushions, towels, pillows, bolsters, whatever you have, just to really settle into your comfortable space for our practice, because we're going to be here a little longer than normal. So when you arrive in your space, be sure to lengthen nice and tall through the spine, but then naturally just allow yourself to soften. Let the shoulders release away from the ears, and then closing down your eyes or softening your gaze. Notice if there's any gripping or holding or tension in the muscles of the face, the forehead, the brows, the cheeks and the jaw. And let this bodily awareness just spread down through your neck, your shoulders, down both of your arms, releasing any gripping. Let this spread down through the torso as the belly softens and just naturally settle into this gentle rising and falling of the belly as we breathe in and out. Let the legs grow heavy. Any tension melting away from the feet and all the way to the toes. Just let your awareness tend to every single area of your physical body and notice what you brought with you to the mat today. If you are nursing any long-term or short-term aches or pains, then just be aware. And this is where our compassion practice really begins. However we are, we will look upon ourselves without judgment, without any expectation, and enjoy this practice of meeting ourselves where we are. Just come home to your body and feel whichever parts of you are in contact with the earth. And notice any internal sensations that might be arising now. Perhaps the beating of your heart, the feeling of pulsing energy, your breath, breathing in through the nose softly, out through the nose softly. And remind yourself that you're not just bringing awareness to your experience, but a real loving and kind awareness. I invite you now to place both hands on the heart and just notice how your body responds to this physical touch. The warmth of your hands. Just notice what you feel beneath the palms. And then we'll curl up the corners of the mouth in a loving appreciation for ourselves for showing up today. Because showing up really is the hardest part a lot of the time. Take a second to give thanks to yourself. And feel free to leave your hands here for our entire practice or bring them back down where they rest comfortably. We'll bring our awareness back to our breath. And notice how as we simply sit with our inhales and exhales, our mind will probably wander. But remember, that's because we're humans. So when we notice that it's wandered, can we simply call back our attention with that same patience that you might use with a puppy that's wandered away? Gently usher it back to where it needs to be in the moment. Just let your awareness rest in your breath, breathing in and breathing out. And now paying particular attention to your inhalation. And notice that as you breathe in, you are nurturing yourself and giving yourself what you need in this moment. And if you're struggling in any way in your life, feel free to breathe in some other quality that you perhaps need a little more. Kindness, love, compassion, anything else. Just breathe in this quality with each inhalation. Allow yourself to really receive something good for yourself with every breath in that you take. And as you breathe out, bring to mind someone you know or are aware of who is struggling and perhaps needs a little more compassion sent their way. Allow that image to arise in your mind's eye and direct your out breath to them, sending them what they need in this moment, whether that be kindness, love, compassion, or anything else. With each out breath, we send something good to this other person who is also struggling in some way. And as we continue to breathe here, practicing this bringing our attention back when it wanders, we'll sit with the knowledge that we as a human being struggles naturally, as does this other person in our mind's eye. So we'll continue to breathe in something good for ourselves and breathe out something good for that other person. And if our mind starts to wander too far away, just refresh the image of ourselves or that other person in our mind's eye. And maybe place your hands back on your heart again to physically connect you with the sensation of caring and compassion. And if at any point your attention is drawn more to your own struggle or suffering, feel free to breathe in and focus more for yourself. Or if the other person is drawing your attention more strongly, perhaps you focus more on your out breath, just sending the compassion where it's needed the most. We can also let our breath be an equal, an easy flow in and out, like the waves of an ocean, a limitless, boundless ocean with enough for you, enough for the other person, an open ocean of compassion. And just let yourself be fully absorbed by this breath of compassion. We can hold our own suffering fully and also hold the suffering of this other person, riding it like the waves on the ocean, in and out. And if other beings come to mind who are suffering, or even groups of people, from this place of limitless, boundless compassion, you can breathe out for them as well, always including yourself in the in-breath, connecting us together, letting this ocean hold all suffering in love and compassion. And now, release your focus on the breath and on this practice. And simply come back home to your body and notice exactly what you feel here, allowing yourself to feel whatever is present in this moment. And sending that same love, kindness, and compassion truly deeply towards yourself, to the furthest reaches of your body, to your mind, connected as one. Begin to wiggle fingers and toes. And if you're lying on the ground, feel free to stay where you are as we float the palms together at the heart, bowing head towards heart in gratitude for this practice and for sharing this time together. Smile to yourself in appreciation. I thank you for joining me. Namaste.